Hi Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your general mini cross reading for August 2021. Hang on one second. My daughter's in the living room watching TV and I can hear it. So let me just hang on. Stay, Luke. Okay, now that's better. I can slightly hear it. So I have with me today the Radiant White deck. We'll clarify with Levita Sibila, and you'll get an opportunity to formulate one question to the angel answer cards. This reading is going to be taking a look at what could possibly be happening across the fourth house of your chart. As a Taurus sun, you're going to have Leo on the fourth house. And the fourth house is about women, it's about children, it's about property, land, inheritance, heredity, genetics. And so we'll just see what the cards have to say. Let me go ahead and turn the camera around. My dog is in here and he may start barking as soon as he sees somebody walking down the sidewalk, because that's just what he does. And he'd be jealous when he see me talking to other people with dogs. So, all right. Got the cards here. I'm going to give it one more rifle and shuffle. I have done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. I always suggest that you look back at the sun sign. If this is not for your sun sign, then check back for your moon sign and rising sign. Even though I'm saying this is Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. If you're a Taurus sun, but the story doesn't resonate, but you might be a Gemini moon sign, then go back and watch the Gemini reading, okay? So, well, that's kind of strange. All right, what is the crux of the issue for you? It is the Emperor, right at the center of the reading. That is a 4. So also, you know, 4s represent stability, foundations, and balance. What is the foundation of this issue, of the crux of the issue? It is the Ace of Swords. Wow. Okay. What is the unknown energy? What is the, the energy of the near to distant past? It is the 6 of Cups. What is the energy of the unknown factor that it may be coming in for you? Wow. Okay, it's the 10 of Pentacles. And what is the energy of the near or distant future? It is the Page of Wands. And what is over the entire reading? Well, I've got everything represented here. I've got a sword, a cup, a coin, and a wand. All centered around this Emperor card. So what is the energy over the whole reading? It is the Ace of Cups. So 2 aces in a reading will typically represent a marriage, an engagement, or a commitment. A proposal, marriage, engagement, or commitment. Now, this is not necessarily a proposal, a marriage, an engagement, or a commitment in terms of romance. This could be in a business sense too. You know, they offer you the position. You know, that's the proposal. The engagement, you go out to meet them and you may sign a pre-contract, right? They give you all the terms and conditions. The marriage comes when you actually sign the contract and go to work for them. So this could be in any area of life. Now, typically if you're new to my channel and new to the way I read cards, the major arcana cards always speak to some kind of spiritual lesson or life lesson. Now, as an archetype, the Emperor represents a father or father-like figure. Okay, so this could have to do with your father. It could be someone who raised you as a father. If you are in a relationship and there are children involved, maybe this person has kids. Maybe the two of you might be considering having kids. I get the sense that this is someone perhaps from your past, or at least reminds you of someone from your past. Hold on one second. I don't know what that cat is up to. Hold on. Leo? Leo? Leo. Okay. Once a month he breaks out and goes outside. So he was trying to get outside through the garage door. And he shouldn't be getting out right now. Okay, so if this is not a father or father-like figure, then typically what the Emperor represents, I always see him show up as some kind of philanthropy person, right? Somebody who gives great advice, has a lot of people under him. He's running an organization. He's keeping everything together. Typically a rather smooth character, always poised. Now, this is in his most positive aspect. In his negative aspect, he's someone who can be extremely difficult to get along with. Let me read to you about the Emperor first, because everything else is centered around this and who he represents and what he represents. Okay, he is a 4. And when he shows up in a reading, it may be indicating that it is most important to retain inner balance to be able to rely upon oneself. All right, and that doesn't quite fit what I'm feeling. It can indicate the realization of your goals and that there's a focus on definite changes that will be obvious in your life. It may be indicating a connection to a position or figure of authority and could suggest that there's an opportunity to take control over others. We have this children and family card here. It may be indicating that this is a time when new opportunities will present themselves, and if these opportunities have solid foundations, they should bring success. It tells you to act without delay, but allow for change and be willing to adapt accordingly. Now, what I'm picking up is that this is a person, and this person can be a loving, responsible father, someone who's protective and compassionate. He's a symbol of fathering and fatherhood. Strong willpower with the ability to be caringly authoritative. Realistic, therefore a successful business person who is open to suggestions and advice and gladly gives credit to those who work with or for him. In his most positive, he is a kind man, fair in his dealings with others, and law-abiding. All right? Now, he represents the sign of Aries. So this person may be, if not an Aries, may be a fire sign of some sort. Now, I want to see if there's any indication of extra messages with him sitting, because everything else is surrounding him. So he's right in the center of the action, and everything else is going on around him. Okay? So let me get to this Ace of Swords here to see if he has anything to tell us next to this Emperor. The Ace of Swords does not. I don't know, you just met. This is somebody that you met. And I don't know if you met and they have family connections or they are very, very, very well established in their life. The person could be older than you, okay? That's what the fatherly figure part comes around. Now, aces tell you, first of all, when the Ace of Swords appears, that you may be sure something is about to change which will have far-reaching consequences, as the Ace of Swords is one of great power and force. It tells you that if you make long-term plans at this time, they will come to fruition. Now, it may imply that there is a focus on a critical and potentially volatile situation or circumstance, and you may find yourself in a position of having to take action or make a decision under stressful circumstances. So it is important that you keep your emotions balanced in order to make the correct decision. Now, that goes back to what I was saying when it's talking about the inner balance. Okay, it could be that, this guy didn't become the Emperor by being a softie and giving everything away and caving in. Okay, but he's also not able to stay the Emperor by being a tyrant and running all over people. So that requires extreme tact, diplomacy, and inner balance with someone. knowing when to be kind and generous and knowing when to be, a real whore. So I do feel, however, that this is a person, and this is somebody connected to your past that you know. There's no indication of the Ace of Swords with him. So now I'm going to move over back to the Cups, to the Six of Cups. Now the Six of Cups is known as the soulmate card. But I always like to warn people about that, because the soulmate card, soulmate relationships are never romantic. They are relationships that are really designed to show you something or teach you something about yourself, a life lesson or a spiritual lesson, okay? They are very difficult. And so if you're dealing with someone who's obstinate or stubborn or power hungry or, a bully, you're dealing with this person, but yet you're staying with them. Is it love? Is it money? What is it? Because there obviously is something in the relationship with you. It's symbiotic, right? So if you're sticking around somebody like that, but you're unhappy, because sometimes this card can be about sadness and depression as well. There's some kind of connection here, a marriage or something. This old interpretation of this card represents a proposal, a formal proposal of marriage. Okay? So if this is somebody who you've been with all these number of years, and the person is really stubborn, recalcitrant, a bully, then what's in the relationship for you? You have to look at yourself, not at what his problem is, okay? Because he is who he is and he's doing himself. So the question becomes, if I'm unhappy with this person, what is in the relationship for me? What is this person showing me about myself that I would stay to put up with that? Is it greed? Is it low self-esteem? Is it that I like being miserable? So you have to ask yourself these questions. So this cup, the Six of Cups, it says that it may be indicating that a new career opportunity or a change of residence may be presented to you in the near future. A personal gift, a type of inheritance, or special treat may come along unexpectedly. And that's also, this is an inheritance card. So this could even be like your dad is leaving you some money, okay? Or a father figure may be about to leave you some money. It says that if you are yearning to travel and experience other cultures and lifestyles, then the Six of Cups indicates that it is a most appropriate and suitable time to do so. Now, it says that this card may also be telling of someone who plays at love rather than one who commits themselves seriously. So it may be warning of temporary relationships in your life at this time. This is the Six of Cups. It may be implying that you may be presented with a new job offer, a promotion, or a chance to relocate, which would be a most positive prospect. It may be informing you of an inheritance or financial windfall coming into your life. It implies an acceptance and understanding of past issues and experiences, and a time of your quiet contemplation to assimilate all facets of your life to date. Doesn't tell me. Next to the Emperor, it is an indication that there may be some misunderstandings within a personal relationship that need to be discussed and resolved. Because this card, all aces are yeses, but the aces, swords represent thoughts, beliefs, perceptions, ideas, and communication. So this can be about a truth, but truths are not always happy and positive. Sometimes they can be quite painful and inconvenient. So remember that the sword can cut both ways, right? All right, so keep that in mind. So that's our message of the Six of Cups with the Emperor. Let's see about this Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Well, suggests a family business which thrives and ensures that the family fortune or investments remain intact for future generations. Financial benefits and prosperity are indicated by the Ten of Pentacles, be it in the form of an inheritance or a sharing of family assets and business success. This card is suggestive of the family blessings which can be passed down through generations. it tells of an all-around improvement in your life. So you are asked to recognize your talents and abilities, as they will lead you to promotion and ultimately financial gain. It indicates a gain and stabilization of finances. It may also be alluding to a possible inheritance or monetary gift from family. There are no financial concerns at this time. It may be referring to the attainment and or recognition of a career advancement or promotion, but also it may refer to a social standing within a community, group, or club. Appearing in a reading, this card suggests that you may need to be involved in family and domestic situations, as you may be taking too much for granted at this time. There is a focus on family matters when this card appears. You may find that your home environment is the most powerful influence in your life at this time. It may be that another member of your family is having a difficult time financially, and you may be in a position to assist. You now have the opportunity to repay your family for all their support and love. You will be able to show your gratitude by showing your rewards with wealth. Well, it tells me nothing next to the Emperor. And now all I have left is this Page of Wands, and this is simply a message. Now this could be a message about a new adventure. It could be a message about a new journey. It could be a new message of love. Okay? I do get the sense that this is somebody that you know. All right? I don't necessarily think there's anything, I don't feel anything really negative about this. So what I would like to do is I'm going to take these Sibila cards and find out what this Ten of Pentacles is all about. I do get the sense that this individual is wealthy or very well-to-do. They are older than you. It is someone that you know. Perhaps this person is, I just don't see any movement in the spread. Okay? I don't see any movement as if he's coming. I would think he's already on the scene. But there's definitely some kind of proposal or marriage or engagement being put to you, whether this is business or romantic. Okay? This is definitely somebody that you know. So I'm going to take a look at this Ten of Pentacles to see exactly what this Ten of Pentacles is telling me. I don't know. Maybe you're about to strike it rich by marrying, some rich guy. I don't know. And this will count whether you are in a heterosexual relationship or same-sex relationship. The Amalato, the sick person. The Consolante Sorpresa. Interesting. And the Fidelta. Goes back to that community, group, or club that we were talking about. Let me explain. If you're dealing with somebody like this and they're kind of standoffish perhaps right now, or being all stoic, there's a reason. And this is the reason. It's this Ten of Pentacles here. Yamalato is an interesting card because it represents the idea of the focus being on health and well-being. Okay? It represents an illness, past or future, or someone who may already be ill. So remember that inheritance thing that we're speaking about. It is connected to hospital appointments and periods of feeling unwell, both physically and mentally. Now, in a broader sense, the card foretells of a period in which someone will be forced to interrupt their daily routine and visit places they would rather not go. It can herald a period of hardship and difficulty, resulting in subsequent dejection, demotivation, apathy, and depression. The card represents a block, a pause in the smooth flowing of daily life. Just as sickness is seen as interrupting health, so is this card interpreted as a sort of interruption, a stagnation, and a temporary block which causes a nuisance and inner unrest. Now, when it is followed by positive cards, which it is, it indicates a need to take a break from a very stressful situation and to regain your health and inner strength. So there may be a desire to go on a holiday or a spiritual retreat or something like that. Metaphorically, though, it represents any situation that is sick. This can be an unhealthy relationship, a personal flaw that needs healing, or a situation that is rife with pain, personal affront, and or corruption. It can also indicate a pathological relationship with another or something that has been spoiled. The connotation of this card is something that is tainted and unclean. Let's see here. The card can act as a warning of the calm before the storm, or a situation that seems still and okay, but that it's eventually going to erupt and backfire, causing great damage. It also warns you of people or situations that can lull you into a false sense of security. It also indicates people who are making you ill. Now, what's interesting is that we have this card of the Gran Consolazione. And the Gran Consolazione is, how would I explain that? Let me just read you the meaning of the Gran Consolazione. It's a positive card. What is it? The 7? It's a 7 of Wands. That's what it is. I'm looking at the cups for some reason. The 7 of Clubs. So, it represents success and affirmation in all areas. It is a clear signal that one is able to turn one's dreams into reality. It is the card of recognition, fame, gaining a good reputation, and prosperity. It is the light at the end of the tunnel, a blessing that comes as a result of having taken the right actions in the past. In love, it heralds a period of success, of harmonious relationships, reconciliations, an engagement, or a wedding. It also represents a period of optimism and a positive outlook on life. Financially, it represents money, various assets and property. We're talking about your 4th house here. It also heralds a period of wealth and prosperity thanks to hard work and not blind luck. It can also stand for one's work environment, in which case the card is neither good nor bad. Here, with the Fedeltà, which is the card of loyalty and trust. And so I think what is happening is there's been a period when either this guy or maybe you have been feeling really rather low, maybe even physically ill, okay? But typically there's going to be someone there, either you're going to be supporting this person or that person is going to be supporting you. This card indicates faithfulness and devotion to one person or an idea, respect for tradition, and social and moral customs. It points to self-confidence and inner certainty that something will come to pass as desired. Patriotism, unswerving loyalty and commitment to a relationship, business, or cause is represented by this card. When it describes a friendship and or a relationship situation, it says that these relationships are based on trust and on very solid foundations able to withstand the test of time. In love, it heralds success, the return of a lover. Sometimes I've seen this where a person comes back, and a lasting relationship based on genuine feelings. It indicates a true friend, someone who is able to give us sustenance and protection and watch over us. This card heralds a period of success, happiness, recognition, business, and projects that will have positive results. During a crisis, this card points to the presence of someone we can rely on, who will help pull us through, because it indicates good instincts and hunches, like the dog. So if there's something that's going on that's been bothering you, if you've been feeling rather low lately, maybe it's been your family. Maybe they've been taxing you. Somebody's about to enter into your life that's going to help you. I won't say fix the situation, but will at least help you to cope, perhaps, and to see this through. Again, the thing is, I don't see any movement here. So this tells me that if you don't know this, you know the person, you are familiar with the person. This card can sometimes be childhood nostalgia, so this could be a childhood friend, but it's somebody close to you, that you are comfortable with. But maybe you haven't been looking at that person. You've only seen them in one light. You haven't seen them in any other light. And I dare say that the person, I feel, is going to make their presence known to you to help you with whatever it is. And it could very well be that this individual himself is perhaps tired of living a certain kind of life or lifestyle. Maybe ready to retire. I don't know. Okay? So let's formulate a question for the angel answer cards. Not a bad card, my friends. Not a bad spread at all. But you know this person. It's not coming across as a situational issue. This is definitely someone that you know you are related to. I don't know. Maybe it's your boss. Don't know. Okay. So here we go. Your card. Opportunity. Isn't that interesting? Well, let's read the card. Oh my goodness. Positive growth and expansion is on the horizon for you. This opportunity may bring with it inspiration and insight, or it could be the chance you've been waiting for to take action on ideas you already have. You may be seeking to manifest the chance to create changes in your career, buy or sell a home, or even bring romance into your life. Whatever your desires, your angels are about to open a door of possibilities for you, so step right through. Wow. Well, Taurus, I like the sound of that. That's what I have for you for August. Keep me updated. I mean, it can't be true for everybody, right? So to look more into your situation, you can click on the little eye that's going to show up there. That'll take you directly over to my website, where you can go to tarot consultations. If you want a reading, you can go in there and select whichever reading that you'd like to have. So that's what I have for you. That sounds exciting. So until next time, namaste, be well, and stay safe.